Let's talk some sports, baby.
And remember, make tomorrow better than today and make today better than yesterday. And you know what we gonna do. We gonna holler at you until next time, baby.
All right, time to finish the show with rapid reactions. A lot of topics, a little bit of time. Here we go, Drink.
Let's roll, baby. The Colorado Rockies are close to finalizing a trade that will send superstar third baseman Nolan Arenado to the St. Louis Cardinals. Your thoughts?
Aggressive move by the Cardinals. They got Paul Goldschmidt a year or two ago. Now they get Arenado, so they got a great corner infield combination. You remember I was disappointed with the Boston Red Sox when they traded Mookie Betts. I'm less disappointed here because the Rockies they've been kind of middling. They just haven't had a whole lot of success last season and the year before. So since that big contract, I think it's a smart move to part ways with them, but I don't think they they're getting a great package in return. But Arenado, the relationship with the front office is kind of soured recently. So I'm way less upset at this move than I was in Mookie Betts. I'll tell you that. The Packers will not be bringing back defensive coordinator Mike Pettin next season. You see that as a knee-jerk reaction, or did he really deserve to go?
No, this is knee-jerk reaction. I understand. Packers upset that they upset with the way the defense looked in their last performance in the NFC Championship game. But I don't think it was like lack of scheme or lack of it. Listen, dudes got beat. Like, don't get mad at the DC. Just upgrade to positions that didn't perform well. I don't think the answer to everything is fire the coach. Fire the coach. He's not coaching. We watched the game. It wasn't like the Packers was terrible on defense. It's just a couple of guys got beat. This is a knee-jerk reaction. Like, you can't just fire everybody. Good luck with the next guy that comes down, and then you get him 2 games and fire him. Ridiculous. Newly hired Eagles coach Nick Sirianni didn't commit to Carson Wentz as the starting quarterback in his introductory news conference. Was that the right approach?
I think this could have handled a little bit better. I get you want to be somewhat diplomatic, but you can't be diplomatic and at the same time lie. You can't just flat out lie and say, hey, you know what? I don't know about that. But what we do have is we have 2 top-notch starting quarterbacks in Carson Wentz and Jalen Hurts. No, you don't. So I mean, I'm not all that upset they didn't commit, but you can't commit and then tell me, the reason I'm not committing is we have 2 outstanding Pro Bowl level quarterbacks, and that's what's going to make this difficult. No, you don't, and I don't appreciate you lying to the Philadelphia public in your first press conference. You can go ahead and stop that. The ACC will return to the usual 8-game conference schedule in 2021, and Notre Dame is going to resume its status as an independent. Do you like this return to normalcy, or would you have liked to see the Irish stay in the conference?
I would like to see the Irish stay in the conference. Furthermore, let me expand on the rest of college football. I would like the rest of college football, to start at the same day, evidently. But the all-conference schedules for me was fantastic. I liked it. I like having Notre Dame inside a conference. I thought it brought more validity to what they do by being in a conference. I think people, was more open to Notre Dame, even though we got the same result when all the chips was on the table. But I like the conference only. I'm tired of the cupcakes. I think the fans like the conference only. I mean, these teams are like, for example, I'm looking at Alabama. I don't care for no Mercer. I don't care for Southern Miss. I would rather see Vanderbilt in Kentucky in those spots. I'm just gonna be real, and I know they're not powerhouses, but like, I don't want to see these cupcakes no more. You wet our tongue with competitiveness, and then you go back to this mess. So to answer your question, I would like it to stay conference only, and I would like Notre Dame to stay in the conference because I thought that was the best way to do it. And I really enjoyed that this year. And I was hoping they built on that, but I guess we're going to go back to paying bills and all that other good stuff. Baseball has hired Ken Griffey Jr. as a senior advisor to Commissioner Rob Manfred and will primarily be responsible for the youth baseball development. What do you think of this news?
I don't think there's any better guy you could look to on the planet than the guy affectionately known as the Kid to connect with the youth of America and try to rebuild the passion in America's children for the game of baseball. So I think this is the best hire and decision they could have made. We'll see how effective it is, but I think this is the absolute right move for baseball. The Bucs have listed wide receiver Antonio Brown as doubtful for the Super Bowl. All right, big deal, little deal, no deal.
For the Bucs, it's probably a little deal. For Antonio Brown, it's probably the biggest deal it can ever be. Listen, Antonio Brown, for everything that he done, he got this great second chance at doing something. He's in the Super Bowl, biggest game of his career, and he won't be able to play. So I think for him, it's a really, really big deal. And whatever this injury is, must really be serious for him not to play in the biggest game of his career. As far as the Bucs go, I think the Bucs can still get it done without him. That's why I say it's a little deal. But for Antonio Brown, it's got to hurt. It got to sting a little bit because after all the tomfoolery you've been going through lately, the best moment of your life to play in your first Super Bowl is here, and you probably gonna have to watch it from the sideline. So they got to sting a little bit. The NFL is requiring 2 tests per day for the Chiefs and Buccaneers as we approach the Super Bowl. Is that a good idea?
I don't think it's a bad idea. I just think it's somewhat overkill. Like you've had protocols, throughout the season, throughout the season, the whole time, but for the most part, it's went reasonably well. And I think as the season has progressed, you haven't seen, really any crazy outbreak. I mean, the worst thing that happened is that the Cleveland Browns, got caught out there with no coach, and it ended up, working out for them. So I would have liked to see the NFL just go about, operate with a business as usual approach. But it is a Super Bowl, so they're trying to, be a little bit extra cautious about it. So I'm not going to be too mad at them for that. Los Angeles Lakers superstar big man Anthony Davis says the Brooklyn Nets could give the defending champs a run for their money in the NBA Finals. Is he thinking too far ahead, or is that a matchup you think we'll see in the finals?
This comment just kind of chaps my hide a little bit. Anthony Davis, listen. I understand you won your first championship and now you feel like, hey, now I can get out here and talk my stuff. I'm gonna need you to stay healthy first. Like we don't even know what we're gonna get from you week to week on a week to week basis. And you sitting here talking about the NBA Finals. So you just know without a doubt, the Lakers are better than the Clippers, better than the Jazz, better than everybody. Like, come on, man. But you can't even play back to backs. That's what I need you to focus on. Not like you got LeBron out here, you like 4 years, close to 40, and he can play back to backs. And here you are, like approaching 30, and you can't even play back to backs. But you talking about the finals. I need him to focus. Let's prioritize this thought process. Let's make it through a week of continuous basketball, and then we'll worry about the finals. But I don't want to hear this from Anthony Davis. Hell, I barely want to hear it from LeBron at this point right now, but at least I'd take it more receptive if it came from LeBron than Anthony Davis. Come on, man. He can't even play back-to-backs, but he worrying about the NBA Finals. This is ridiculous. Free agent first baseman Daniel Murphy is retiring after a 12-year career with the New York Mets, the Washington Nationals, Chicago Cubs, and Colorado Rockies. What are your thoughts on his career?
I think he'll always be remembered as a professional hitter who had one postseason with the New York Mets where he was, absolutely on fire, just crazy hot. And I think he kind of rode that. I feel like he rode that postseason kind of for the rest of his career. But from that postseason with the Mets, I think it's because I think in his early days he wasn't all that much of a great player. But after that postseason, he was always a professional hitter that could be relied upon, and I think that'll be his legacy. Just a great hitter in the game of baseball. Last one tonight on Fox at the Shrine Exposition Center in Los Angeles. It's the IBF World Super Middleweight title on the line in a boxing main event between the champ, Caleb Plant, and former champ, Caleb Truax. Drink, how does Plant stay the champ?
Hey, listen. I think this is fairly simple. Plant got to apply that pressure and test Truex chin. See, the thing is, Truex had a little run as the champ because people couldn't get to his chin, but when they got to it, they got to it. And Plant is he's a hitter. He's a hitter. I'm a fan of Plant. I think he's a good fighter. I think he's an elite fighter in the super middleweight division, and I think he gets him out of here. I don't think this go the distance. I'm looking at Caleb Plant getting him out of there somewhere in between the second half of the fight. I'm gonna say probably rounds 9 through 12 maybe. And I think Plant get him out of here because he gets to that chin.
All right, well, that concludes today's Drink of Wisdom. Like us, share us, and subscribe. And thank you for joining us today. I'm Jay Wise.
And I'm Nathan Drinker. And remember, make tomorrow better than today, and make today better than yesterday. And you know what we gonna do. We gonna holler at you until next time, baby.